Welcome to everyone to Sauce Time Gaming. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. So today I wanted to cover Call of Duty Vanguard. So the alpha has been out for 2 days at this point, and I was able to sit down and play a couple of hours, and I just wanted to share my thoughts on the game, how I felt the game felt, redundancy there, and share my feedback as well as my opinion on things that could be improved and things that could really be enhanced in the game for the beta and ultimately the release moving forward, right? So I really wanted to talk about the good things first here, so let's get right into it. I was able to play the Hill game mode. I forgot the name here, Champion Hill, and I really enjoyed the way it felt. Overall, the game itself, it feels fantastic. I love the way that Modern Warfare 2019 felt. So if you enjoyed Modern Warfare 2019, you're really going to enjoy this game as well. The movement, the bee hopping, the proning, it all feels the same way, right? Because they're using the same engine, of course. So I really appreciated that part of it. The game mode itself felt refreshing. I really enjoyed the way that the sort of standardized loadout worked in the sense that, you know, everyone got the same weapon and the same attachment kind of upgrades, right? I really appreciated the fact that everyone would be on the same leveled playing field and that it would be able to kind of be up to your recoil control and movement at the end of the day, right? So a really refreshing game mode, I want to say, and it was really cool to play. I really felt that I wanted to play more and more as I got to understand the details of the game mode. So a great job on that part, I would have to say. Something else that I really enjoyed was regarding the settings. So I wanted to recommend to you guys settings that you're actually able to take advantage of now that are completely new to the game. And those are the mantling settings. So you actually have two new options for mantling. There's one called Airborne Mantle, where if you jump towards something that you can mantle over, you can set this this feature for your character to automatically mantle that structure, or to not do it, in the sense that you would have to do it manually by pressing the jump button, whatever you're using, keyboard or mouse or controller. So I think that's a very cool feature that you can take advantage of now. Especially in Warzone, we all encounter that situation where we would try to just jump on something, and instead of just jumping on it, you would mantle over it, and it was probably one of the most frustrating features you would have on a game. And because you didn't have any control over it, it was unfortunate that you had to drop from that building you were kind of sniping people from, if you will, right? So now we're able to control that, and I think it's a fantastic feature. There's an airborne mantle, and there is a ground mantle, if you will. So it's pretty much the same thing in the sense of the ground mantle. It's just that instead of you jumping and being midair, you are just walking towards it, right? So you can set that one up to an automatic or not, and then you can set it up to have it do it itself. How do I explain it this way? So like, do it when you jump or not. So the easiest way, at least in my opinion, is to have all of these off, and that gives you complete control of mantling something. So you can choose to jump, and you would have to press the jump button again to be able to mantle over the structure. And I think it's really felt fantastic to be able to just kind of XX and be able to mantle over something, or just press X once and you're just able to peek over that structure, right? A fantastic feature that I think a lot of people haven't noticed. So definitely take advantage of that feature now because it's available, and if you get used to it now, it'll be, you know, way more useful for you once the game comes out completely. So great job on the development team on that part. It seems they're really listening to the community, which I want to also invite you to leave your feedback in a respectful manner. If you are really passionate about the game, you know, leave productive and passionate feedback, if you will, so the developers can make the best game for us as possible. So the Twitter itself will be in the description below for Sledgehammer, and you can, you know, click on it and leave your feedback there. If you feel any bug or anything has been found as well, you can report it to them there. So another thing I really love about the game so far is how Ghost works. The perk for Ghost actually works when you are moving. So this is a fantastic feature because in Warzones, especially, campers are, are around every single corner, right? So having a ghost perk that works in the sense that you have to be moving for it to apply is a fantastic thing that, really counteracts those campers, and it really promotes you to have a little more of an active play style, right? So I hope that translates over to the Warzone scene, because it would be a fantastic part of Warzone if Ghost was nerfed in that sense. So fantastic part there. I also want to talk about the ping. At least for me, in my location, I am in Panama, and this is Latin America, Panama. My ping is usually at, 90 is a very good day for me. But I'm usually at 120, and it normally doesn't really come down from that. But, playing the alpha here, I had a fantastic ping. I think I heard Exclusive Ace, he was having a little bit of a rough time with the ping, but I was getting 60, which is something I've never had before. And the ping felt fantastic. I hope it stays that way, but, maybe I shouldn't keep my hopes up. But regardless, in the alpha, it's felt fantastic, and I really do appreciate it. So, talking about the things that I think can be improved on. As I was playing the duos playlist, actually there was a playlist update a couple of games after my initial thoughts of it. So I played the trios game mode as well, and it all also ran very smoothly. So that was fantastic to see as well, that we're increasing the player count and the experience is still feeling the same. But let's talk about a couple of things that I feel can be improved. So Sledgehammer actually did tweet out the fact that they were aware about the visibility, the spawn tuning, the map visibility itself. We're talking about player visibility and then map visibility. They also talked about the audio mix tuning and the aim assist through destructible walls. So they are aware of the different issues that are currently happening with the game, or the current bugs, I guess, if you will. So something that I do also want to add to that is the fact that you could sometimes see enemy name tags through cover, and the fact that cover itself is very wall bangable. That's probably not a word, but I think you understand the point. A lot of moments when you felt that you were in cover, you were safe, the bullets were just kind of going right through. And the problem with it was not necessarily the fact that you could wall bang so many different structures, it's the fact that you could do it with an SMG, for example. So, they're probably going to work on the different bullet penetration based on the type of gun you have, but at least currently there's not, that is not the case, right? So that was a little bit frustrating when you thought you were safe and you were still getting destroyed, but I think they're aware of that part as well. If not, my feedback still stands, right? Something else I want to talk about is the camera movement is currently bugged at 75%. I'm not sure, and this is in the settings, of course, I'm not sure if this is something that they're just not quite, they just haven't finished yet, and that's why you can't change it. But well, it still stands that you can't change that currently to see how it feels in other options. So something else I wanted to touch base on, here, this clip right here, you're gonna see a couple of instances where the tactical sprint just kind of doesn't register well, and I don't think it's my controller. I've had this controller for a while, but it's never given me any issues in that sense. But I've just noticed that the tac sprint in more instances than normal is just kind of lagging behind. So I'm trying to slide cancel into something and it's rather proning instead of doing what I needed it to do. So I'm not sure if that's just in my sense. I play on a PS4, so yeah, I'll put that out there because I did encounter a couple of issues with the tactical sprint just not working as intended consistently. Yes. And something else I wanted to touch base on here is that it seems that there's a lot of connectivity issues with people at the very beginning of the game, like when you log in and everyone's kind of in that circle together before you can even move. A lot of people are just dropping off before they even spawn in. So just kind of put that out there, that it seems that there's an overarching issue with connectivity at the beginning of the game, and then there's also instances where at the middle some people are dropping off, but maybe that's just coincidence. But I'll put that out there, anyway. Something else I want to talk about regarding the game mechanics currently is the blind fire mechanic. So I had a couple of instances, maybe one or two, where I tried to blind fire, and this was specifically with the tire structures that you can find in the maps, and it's a weird mechanic. I think I'm not sure if it's finished yet, but if it is finished, it doesn't really feel natural in a lot of instances, and I feel that it's similar to the mounting mechanic, where sometimes it was just a matter of mounting, I guess, the right type of structure. But at least currently the blind fire mechanic just feels weird on some surfaces. So I'll just put that out there, as well as the map visibility when shooting unsuppressed weapons. The fact that you cannot see enemies that are shooting an unsuppressed weapon on the minimap, I think, is a little bit counterproductive, because although the footstep audio was tweaked in a way that you really have to focus in on what you're hearing, being able to see people shooting on your map and being able to kind of choose how to engage those scenarios based on their height, if they're higher than you or lower than you, I think is a great part of gunplay in this game. So I hope that they really implement the regular way of the minimap working, where it does read you if you are shooting an unsuppressed weapon. Talking about the last two things I was able to notice is that if you enter currently a game of Champion Hill and you exit that game early, you will not get any XP for it. I did get a Twitter out there just to kind of let people know. I don't have many followers, but doing the good deed. And I just wanted to let you know, if you're exiting those games earlier, unfortunately you will lose that XP. It's pretty cool the way they are currently letting you spectate these games, so I think you can still enjoy a certain amount of spectating here. So just keep that in mind if you want to keep that XP. And the last thing, but definitely not least here, is unfortunately in the 3 hours of playtime I was able to have, I did encounter 2 instances of very suspicious gameplay, let's say. And to be honest, it's I know the anti-cheat is going to be coming in the Warzone integration, but to be honest, it can't come soon enough. So I just want to kind of reiterate the fact that anti-cheat is very needed, and I hope that the multiplayer experience once the game comes out isn't ruined by a ton of different cheaters in the games. And I did also see that there was a report button in the spectating mode in the game. I didn't quite find the way to use it though. So if you guys know how to use it, I did see the R button there, but I was pressing it and it didn't really work. If you guys found out how to use it, again, I'm playing on a PS4, so it would have to be on a controller. Let me know in the comment section below. But above that, I love the game. I love the way it feels. I love the potential that it's showing. I love the fact that the community is being heard on their feedback. So once again, I'll encourage you to leave your feedback. Leave it in the comment section below, or reach out to Sledgehammer through Twitter. They are actively listening to the community, and that is a fantastic thing. So let me know your thoughts. Are you enjoying the game? Do you have any feedback? Are you not enjoying the game? Let me know in the comment section below. For now, that is all the information I had for you today. Thank you so much once again for clicking on this video. I hope you stick around, you subscribe to the channel, like the video if you enjoyed my opinion, and I'll be bringing you way more of this as time goes by. So once again, I hope you keep having a fantastic day, and I appreciate you listening to me. And until the next time, always remember,
23 kids.
Sauce Time Gaming.